Hey guys, what's up? I wanted to talk about this situation with Shiloh that's going on, and it's not 100% related to Onision. It's kind of tangentially related. It's one of those things where it, it's not about Greg. It's not about what Greg has done, but it does affect the investigation into Greg at the moment. So this is a tweet from Shiloh. I've got all the images pulled up on different tabs. But this is the first tweet that really kicks it off. So this is a tweet from Shiloh, which is one of the, of course, alleged victims in the Onision case, and it says, "Please report Nicholas Diorio, who's a YouTuber, and sort of he's a co-host of a podcast as well, and it's like shot from the Point News, so it's a news sort of channel. This is a lot of commentary, there's a lot of talking, but shot for the Point News is very hands-on sort of news, getting in there sort of thing. But yeah, I thought this was this is the beginning of something quite dangerous in the investigation, really, and that's smearing and infighting and division. Looking at this, it does look quite troubling, these allegations of releasing private DMs. He did release private DMs. That is something he has done. And, it's bad Twitter etiquette, but it's not really against the rules. But the doxing allegation is quite serious. It is very serious. But first I'm gonna mention, because Nicholas Diorio made an entire video on this. It's very informative, very good. Even if you disagree with him, even if you think he should be banned, I think it's really a good idea to look into what he's saying, look into his defense, his counter allegations, his sort of situation. Because it's good to keep a balanced news diet, but on the internet, I suppose. So it ends with the hashtag deplatform predators, and I think Shiloh ends a lot of stuff with the benefit of the doubt. It's sort of like Hanlon's razor, where you assume, like, you don't assume guilt. Basically, you don't assume malevolence. Shiloh ends a lot of her tweets with the platform predators, which is, in this case, a bit troubling, since it gives the impression that Nicholas Diorio is a predator, and he's not. And I think that's quite troubling for the investigation, because this kind of reads as a sort of half-hearted slapping on the label of predator. And I feel like Greg will use that. I know Greg is a very manipulative person. He will use this. He will use anything he can. The way I see it, he's really teetering on the edge of jail for a very long time. If some of the things that have been alleged are true, he could go to jail for like a very long time. He could be away for a very long time. That won't be easy time. That will be hard time too. But again, this isn't about Greg. This is just, Greg could use this. A lot of this video will be about tangentially how this relates to Greg, but this isn't anything Greg has done. This is more a problem for the investigation, but to be fair, it does shine a negative light on Shiloh, and it does show that Shiloh needs to be treated with a bit more scrutiny. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate on this, and I guess I probably will, but to be fair, I'm not at that level where I get hate, really. But I was gonna say, this is a problem because it's got this echo chamber mentality where everyone's like Onision evil, and it's sort of created this cult of personality around Shiloh, and I think that's dangerous. I mean, it's not as bad as Onision, but it's nowhere near there. But it's dangerous still, because people sort of uncritically follow people, and that's a problem. That it's in politics, it's in news, it's in everything. It's in like investigations like this. It's a big problem. But I was gonna say, so this is the tweet. This is the first tweet. It's pretty damning allegation. This is sort of related. So Shiloh showed a picture. I can't find the picture, and one of the main problems of this is that Shiloh has deleted her account. So it's very hard to see someone's allegations when they've deleted where all their allegations were. But Basically, this is a tweet that came from someone Nicholas Diorio allegedly replied to, but the evidence shows that he did not. This is all in his video, but I would have a look at that, because it's always better to get more information instead of just sort of trusting what you hope. Because people, and don't feel guilty for blindly trusting people when you want them to be right, because that's a sort of foible of humanity. Everyone does stupid stuff like that. So this is a tweet that this does look like doxing. I saw this and I was like, oh, that's doxing. That is guaranteed doxing. But in the wider situation of this, in the wider context, basically, I'm going to explain from the start why this question was asked. This all starts with a crowdfunding sort of fundraiser for a laptop for Sarah, because school is starting soon. That's what she said. I don't distrust Sarah. I actually, seeing Sarah, I don't think there's anything that she's really lying about, like major like that. I don't think she would. I am taking her on, just how I view her as a person, and her character could be completely different. I don't know. I don't know if she's telling the truth or not about that, but this is questioning it, because it's a bit shady. I live in UK. I live in the UK, England. So our school semesters start in summer. They start at the end of summer. They start in September, and they go from September, and then you get the Christmas break at the end of December, and then you get you go back in early January. So from what I've seen and from the people I've talked to in America, I know America's a big place. So it could be true. It could be false. This is something I don't know. And I'm not a journalist here. I'm not a newsman. I'm not, saying anything's the truth. I'm just going to talk about, the allegations as they've been placed down to me, what I'm seeing. I'm just talking about what I'm seeing, really. I'm more of a commentary channel. But yeah, I would look at Nicholas Diorio, because he's much better at talking about this. If you want to find the closest thing to the truth, you got to watch everything. You got to get every bit of information you can, so you can put it all together, so you can figure out, it's like a map, but you only have little pieces. So yeah, Sarah said that she's starting school soon, and she needs a crowdfunding, she needs to crowdfund a laptop, and basically this means that, she's getting money, and the problem is it's through Venmo, and Venmo doesn't tell you how much money you've raised, so you wouldn't know if £1,000 or $1,000 have been donated, or if $10 have been donated, and people were, including Nicholas Diorio, this is where it first came from. This person was replying to him, asking the question of, shouldn't school already happened? Shouldn't it already have started? But yeah, so as I was saying, I'm a bit. This is a bit confusing. It's a bit of a confusing situation, because we don't have the full picture, because a lot of it has been obscured, and I don't think Shiloh's deleted her account to hide things. I think she's just getting off Twitter, and I think that is a good thing. If you get on a big spat in Twitter, get off Twitter. It's not even good. I regret being on Twitter. I mean, my account's like banned, for very, very not right reasons. I was banned falsely, but yeah. So so get off Twitter if you start a fight on Twitter, or apologize if you're in the wrong. But yeah, so this is the question. Anyone know what city in Michigan she's in? Now, that sounds like doxing, but you've got to bear in mind, this person is, according to them, and I use Hamlin's razor, the sort of, I don't assume that Shiloh was being malevolent. I don't assume this person was being malevolent. According to this person, Angela, she said that she said this just because she wants to find out what, when semesters start in Michigan, so that she can verify Sarah's telling the truth. And I think she went about it a really bad way. But I don't think she's being malevolent. I don't think she's looking for a dox. I don't think she's trying to find Sarah. I just think she said something that she thought she was being helpful, and she didn't realize that this could come off as doxing. And I get that. Twitter's a lot like that. You don't know Twitter's like, you only have like 240 characters? You're going to say some fucking dumb shit by accident. I mean, there are a lot of people in the world that will say that with all the words they can. When you're on the spot, you say kind of stupid things. When you're acting quick, you say a lot of things that don't, you give the wrong intention. You give the wrong, without context, it seems bad. I mean, you could take a quote, or anything like that. It's one of those things where you could take a quote, someone saying something, and it could look bad. But what I was going to say about this is, so according to her, she didn't mean anything like malevolent by it, and I'm inclined to believe her because I've seen the sort of same thing happen on Twitter before. I've seen the same sort of thing. But this led to Shiloh, and this is I don't know this. This is something I don't know, and I'm not reporting this as a journalist. I'm not saying this is true, but this is allegedly Shiloh's backup. This is Nicholas Diorio is saying this, but yeah, this is the thing. This is the thing. Shiloh's telling people, to please report. That's targeted harassment. That can get you banned off Twitter. And then someone's this is not to Nicholas Diorio. This is to our girl Angela here. This is to Angela apparently. It's I swear to God, I'm already on it. I swear to God, I'm already on it. On finding where the fuck you live. So that's worse than this. This is a tweet that accidentally looks like it's intending to dox. That's a threat of doxing. That is a overt I'm gonna dox you sort of situation. And I think that's fucked up. I think that's really fucked up. And if this is Shiloh, I think she should apologize. Because, I mean, on the internet realm, I mean, shit talking's, it's nothing. Releasing private DMs, it's kind of scummy, but that's, not really the worst thing in the world. But I think doxing with the intention to harass is really scummy. I mean, people have died from being doxed. People have died from being swatted from being doxed. It's like, it puts you at risk, and it puts you at a big risk, and it's not a risk you can throw away. You can't say, oh, yeah, you can't just throw it away and, like, change accounts. It's not like an IP address. It's not like changing your IP. You don't have to just talk to your internet provider. It's where you live. It's your house. You would have to move house, and stuff's still going to follow you. So, in the wake of this, and I don't know if this is Shiloh, but I assume this is someone who was sent by Shiloh, because Shiloh's, like, on a campaign. She's on a campaign, and it's like, geez, Shiloh. See, this is the thing. She has fucked up. I think she has fucked up here, and she's done something wrong, and she should apologize, and she should get off Twitter after, of course. But she's started up her frenzy, and people are threatening to dox this girl over. I would say an accident is the best word for it. But this brings us on to now, and it's this is Shiloh's account. Patient 472454143. So that seems innocuous, but that's Shiloh's old app. But yeah, this is serious. This is bad. This is big, and the big problem about this is that Greg will use it, because God, I'm always talking about Greg about this, but Greg's like a malevolent scumbag. Like, Greg has been overtly malevolent. He's twisted words, and I don't want to say it like this because it creates a sort of intention, but it seems like it creates sort of indication of what she intended, but this was unintentional. Shiloh has unintentionally given Greg a big gift, because this ruins her credibility. And I don't think it's like I don't think it disproves everything she said. I think everything she said about Greg, or most of it, the large majority, is true. But it sort of damages her reputation when she's threatening to dox people. But overall, I think the situation will fuck shit up in the investigation. I think she sent us back quite a way. I mean, I say us, but I'm just a commentary YouTuber. But I wanted to say thanks, guys, for watching this one. Like, comment, and subscribe. I want to know what you think about this. I want to know what everyone thinks about this. I mean, a lot of people are coming out against her. Against her is such a fucked term, isn't it? It's sort of like, this isn't fighting. This isn't playground bullshit. This is serious shit. And I mean, I don't hate Shiloh. This is the thing. It creates this sort of dichotomy where you either have to hate someone or completely love them. And I don't hate Shiloh. I don't think Shiloh's a bad person, but Shiloh made a big big oopsie doopsie right here, you know? Big fuck up. And I think she should apologize, and I think that's the only way she can kind of make a comeback. And I think it would be in the best interest of the investigation if she did apologize. Because even if this isn't her, it's a fan of hers that she has sent on a harassment campaign. You know, even if she didn't do the doxing, she still kind of sent someone over bullshit reasons. But I'm gonna prescribe you. I'm gonna be your doctor here, your information doctor. Watch Nicholas's video. It's really good. It'll be in the end card in about 20-30 seconds. So, watch it, click it. He's a pretty articulate guy. He ain't like me. Yeah, he doesn't ramble. But I want to say thanks, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good one. Peace out.